This is about Islam and whether it's fair on Muslims, and I don't think it is. Islam is a highly organised religion that requires the strict adherence to a multitude of rules, so perfect for the Germans, perfect for the Swiss, they could handle it, or the Norwegians. They would absolutely stroll it. But Islam was revealed to nomadic farmers living in Saudi Arabia hundreds of years ago. Shepherds and shepherdesses, sleeping rough, were handed a book, which they couldn't read, and told it's in there, all the answers. So that's rather confusing, as is the doctrine of the all-powerful God, who is responsible for everything, including Israel, and the occupation of the West Bank, which rather compromises God's loyalty to his own people. Is he perhaps working for somebody else, for the Americans? Although devout Muslims say that the West Bank is part of a master plan, because wherever you are in the occupied territories, you're only a stone's throw away from the nearest Israeli. And then there's the cross, the Christian symbol, Jesus crucified. Now, to some Muslims, this is a very appealing image, a Jewish freedom fighter being executed in front of his own supporters. But Muslims can't wear this symbol or display it in their places of worship, which is not fair. And then there's sexual discrimination, which nobody wants to talk about. Women say they are equal under Islam. Their clothing says otherwise. Women's clothing spares them the inconvenience of feeling the sun on their arms or the wind in their hair, a luxury that men are denied, and sexist Muslim women ruthlessly enforce this rule. Even in Britain, we see this kind of discrimination. And Muslims in Britain have another unfairness. Their faith is essentially rural. It's about simple living. It's a monastic faith. It's about the retreat from temptation, which is easy to do in the countryside, where casinos and gay strip bars are rather thin on the ground. But Muslims in Britain all live in cities where sin is everywhere. Every weekend, the clubs fill up with drunken infidels who are violating Islam's most sacred laws. They are taking drugs, they are dancing to music, and they have one goal in mind: premarital sex, which is only possible with a cab home, driven by a Muslim. And then there's Ramadan, another unfairness, a month of fasting to inspire good deeds. So no food all day, back home for breakfast at sunset, and then bed, perhaps get up for a midnight feast, or sleep all the way through until just before dawn when it's supper time. Big supper to last all day. Main course, vegetables, pudding, after dinner mince, and then the morning rush hour, and good deeds which are expected of you on a crowded commuter train while digesting a 2,000 calorie blowout. I don't think that's fair either. And finally, there's life and death, which is what religion is all about. Most religions say that if you're kind to everyone, especially the needy, you die a good death. Islam says if you kill yourself and lots of innocent bystanders, you die an even better death. The mass murderer wins a caravan full of sex slaves forever. Now, moderate Muslims say, well, that's not Islam. I don't think I read that bit. Anyway, it's not the main bit. And extreme Muslims say it is the main bit. It's the only bit that counts. So I think we need to clear up that confusion as well, because that, as well, is not fair.